Vincent Gray's in a tough re-election effort. Got some people nipping at his heels, Muriel Bowser chief among them. And so he got the endorsement of Marion Barry, D.C. council member yesterday, and now... Do we have him? Yes, we have him. Mayor Barry is Councilman Barry is on the line. He'll always be Mayor Barry.
Yes, he is mayor for life, in my opinion.
Councilman Barry, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fantabulous.
All right. So tell me, why did you decide to endorse Mayor Gray?
Well, first of all, I'm an activist person in the city. I believe in voting. I believe in endorsing people. This is a very important race because the mayor of our city has great power to influence our lives, and Mayor Gray has an impeccable record of service during his lifetime, and he was working with mentally retarded young people as well as head of DHS, and he is a good person. I've known him over. Do you think he's an ethical person,
Councilman Barry?
Yeah, I think that he has ethics. And this, I know you're referring to the U.S. Attorney situation,
right?
But in this country, you're supposed to be. He's not been charged with anything, and also, if he had been charged, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Well, let me ask you about Suleiman Brown. This is a guy who ran a shadow campaign, says the Gray campaign, back when he was running for mayor the first time, was sending all kinds of money his way to keep his campaign afloat. The shadow well, hold on, it's a fair question. And then the mayor hired him or recommended that Suleiman Brown be hired after all that was done. Does that not smell kind of bad to you? It smelled bad to other members of the council.
Well, first of all, the Suleiman Brown situation is over, and it's done. We're talking about going forward. Mayor Gray has a record. He's a great manager. The other candidates don't have any management experience, none.
Well, hold on. A lot of people.
Wait a minute, $11 billion corporation, and you don't need to have an amateur mayor trying to manage $11 billion of taxpayers' money.
Our guest is...
He's balanced every budget. He's done $187 million for affordable housing. He's made public safety a high priority. He cares about our seniors. He's promised to provide a free meal for every senior who wants lunch and dinner. He's going to hire 20,000 young people this summer for the summer job.
Listen, you have a lot of reasons to support him, Marion Barry, but I got to say, when you say he's a great manager, a lot of people look at what happens in the fire department and with EMS and the disrepair of our ambulances and the problems with the 911 dispatches, and they got to think, who's in charge here? Because that isn't the sign of a good manager, is it?
Well, you judge this way by the whole game. Not just one page in a book, but the whole book. You judge by the whole 4 quarters, and if you're talking about the knowledge of football, the same is true with the basketball, the whole thing. Judge Mayor Gray by his totality in the last 3 years.
So all the good stuff he managed outweighs the problems that may have occurred over at the fire department.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this.
Government.
A lot
40,000 employees.
I hear you.
And you got to have somebody who can manage that money.
Councilmember Barry,
our bond rating has increased, and he's just been a good man. He's a good man. He's been distracted by this shadow campaign, but there's been no charges. There's been Jeff Thompson made allegations. They have not been proven. And so let's give Mayor Gray a fair shake.
All right, let me ask you this. You've got a lot of your colleagues there on the council who are running for mayor, and you evaluated all of them, and you decided none of them are worthy. Vince Gray deserves 4 more years. Now, we had Anita Shelton on yesterday morning. Remember, you know Anita Shelton. She works with D.C. Women in Politics. We asked her why you decided to go with Vince Gray instead of Muriel Bowser. Here's what Anita Shelton said. What do you think of Marion Barry's endorsement of Vince Gray?
Well, it's the old boys network. It's still at play here,
Marion Barry, that's your friend Anita Shelton saying that it's the old boys network. What do you say to that?
Anita Shelton. She was head of human rights. And I'm surprised at her attitude about old boys. She's old herself.
Oh, no, now that's not nice.
She's older than me.
Well, but let's seriously though about Muriel Bowser. I mean, you said a few things there that I think you're referring to her when you said this is no time for amateurs. Are you saying that Muriel Bowser doesn't have what it takes to run the city?
No, I'm not referring to Muriel Bowser only. I'm referring to everybody.
All right.
All right.
And none of them have a track record of being able to manage $11 billion budget.
Let me ask you very quickly. We're way over already, but let me just ask you, how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay?
I had a blood infection, which knocked me literally to my knees, and we had good doctors and had a good guard that brought me through it. I'm about 75, 80% back.
Okay.
I'm working very hard on my physical therapy to strengthen my muscles, because that infection was devastating to my body. But thank God I'm out.
All right.
And I looked good yesterday.
Yeah. If you may say so yourself. All right. We got to leave it there, Councilman Barry. Thank you for joining us.
God has been good to me, and when I get knocked down, but I get up.